What's up, pimps? We just finished legs, and I accidentally hotboxed my car with a can of spray paint I left in there from work the other day, so I feel like hell. So now we got the windows down in the rain, because that's where we're at right now. Oh my God. But the thought of the day is that the normal ain't normal. At our church, we've been doing something like a challenge, basically. More like basically thinking about, if you relate it to exercise program, just really pushing yourself for like a month and a half so that your standards are elevated and your sense of normalcy becomes a higher standard than what it was before. And so that's really been changing me, man. That I've never thought about doing it in that context, but broadly applied to all of life as a whole. People eat trash food, they stay up late, they don't sleep, playing video games all the time, they're on their phone 24/7, they're just slamming caffeine until 6 p.m. and wondering why their life sucks. They're in a job that they hate, but they don't try to change it, because all these things that people just accept, that it is what it is, it's just going to be bad all the time. And it's like, yeah, if you give up, it's going to suck, dude. Life is going to absolutely blow, but you also have the ability to change all of those things by being dedicated and committed and pushing yourself. The normal ain't normal, brother. If you want anything that's worth having, you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of stuff and determine what's actually worth it. And it's not really gonna be comfortable. It's gonna be hard most of the time, but it's a lot more rewarding than the temporary dopamine hit satisfaction of being lazy until you realize that you're 6 years behind on what you could have been doing and you're discontent with everything. So just pick one thing, man, and just suffer for it for a month. Just figure out little ways that you can do just 5 minutes here and there to work on getting better at it, and see how much progress you've made after a month. And then that will motivate you to make some radical changes and do much bigger and better things. But people always make the mistake of trying to go balls out and change their entire life at once. Like when I was a personal trainer, I had people be like, I'm going to see you 5 times a week. I'm going to stop drinking sodas. I'm going to stay, or I'm going to go to sleep at 8 p.m. I'm going to wake up at 4, and all this blah, blah, blah. Week later, ghost them, never hear from them again. And it's because people try to do too much all at once. You got to make gradual steps, because unless you have a really easy life that doesn't have that much going on, you're going to absolutely flip it on its head and totally just fry yourself. This lady's staring at me right now. Sorry. But yeah, if you try to make too radical of a change, man, you're just going to flip your whole life upside down and then get depressed and end up behind. You got to bleed for it, brother. Normal ain't normal. I feel insane right now. I feel like I'm high, which I probably am, because the spray paint I can't even find the bottle too, so I'm just tripping in here. But peace out, dudes. Stay righteous. God bless. Happy New Year. Let's get after it.